kiss myself, we back on that James Brown. This the big payback, and we saying it loud. We ain't playing around. Bring the earth, wind, and fire into the ghetto elements. Sing the struggle like Stevie, load the lyrics with lessons. Curtis Mayfield style, sacrifice it all. Make Paul Roberson proud. Write with timeless preciseness. Manifest what we say like modern day by Marley and Donnie Hathaway. Even Gil Scott Heron still relevant today. We back on that Bammbaata, resurrect Professor X on a futuristic mission. Like Melly Mel made the people listen to the message. We the blessing in the present.
I'm talking old school hip hop, adidas, fat laces, high socks, and some flip flops. Chicks with lollipops, gold chain swing, niggas rocking off finger rings. You was fly if you can rap, or even fire if you sing. 80s babies all know what I mean. Them late 70s boomers, I had dog tag and black suede pumas. Lines in the fade, cut it low and got me some waves. Grew it out and got me some braids. Nigga, them was the days. Now everything's screwed up. Kids shooting the schools up. Parents don't give a fuck. They'd rather be getting high or drunk or in the club, listening to bullshit and getting crunk. While you let your shoulders lean, I'm building soldiers for my team.
We back on that. 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 We back on that.
We back on that pressure, some Nat Turner shit, murder all of the oppressors. I'm deep with the message. We back on that real shit. We back on that ill shit. We back on that. Yeah, we back on that real shit.
Feeding the seeds, the skills to build a better day. Exposing the game these puppet politicians play. We back on that. We back on that. We back on that. We back on that.
We back on that war drum. Us one, them none. Fuck the government. If you want it, come and get some. We back on that real shit. We back on that ill shit. We back on that. Yeah, we back on that real shit.
We organizing global in these high-tech times. No justice, no peace. We gotta take it to the streets. We back on that. 10 points. We back on that. 12 Jews. We back on that.